Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make my DIY hair oil. And starting off, I'm just showing you the tools that I'll be using. So I'm going to be using this funnel to pour the oil in. I'm going to use some gloves because it does get a little messy. This cheesecloth so my herbs do not get inside of the oil. These are the glass bottles I will be using, and this is my hair oil mix. Now I know it looks pretty scary, but these are all of my dried herbs that I use to put in the oil, and I had this sitting for about 2 weeks, so I'm now ready to put them in the glass bottles so I can use it and also make one for my friend and my sister. The herbs that I have in here are herbs that I usually have like made things with, and also stuff that I have done my research on. So I specifically have stuff in here that I know will help with hair. And for my carrier oil, I use pure castor oil. I like to use this Now Solutions brand. You can use any kind of hair oil that you want, but I just like to use castor oil. Next time I probably will try to use black Jamaican castor oil, but for right now I'm just using this castor oil, and I really like this stuff. It's very thick. Now before I start anything, I'm just gonna take my gloves and put these on, just because this can get messy with the oil being thick, and then with the herbs, it's like, you know, can get all over the place. And then I'm gonna take my glass bottle and open that up and take my funnel and take the end of the funnel part and put it inside of the glass bottle, and then take the cheesecloth, and this is what it looks like opened up. And this is good for like when you're making any kind of something and you want to, you know, not have the pulp in it or whatever, and you just want the juice. This is what it's used for. I got that from Target, and I'm going to just take the cloth now and wrap it around the funnel to measure, because this is way too much and I don't want to use up too much that I don't need. I did try to use a rubber band to like kind of hold it, but it wasn't working out. So I eventually just measured it with my hand and just had to hold it so that it wouldn't flop off when I start to pour the hair oil mix inside of the funnel to drain out. Once I got the measurements that, you know, I wanted that to fit, I just cut off the extra and then put that away to use for next time. And this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to take my hair mix oil and I'm going to pour it inside of the funnel on top of the cheesecloth. I didn't really get like a good angle to show you guys how I poured it in, but I mean, it's like self-explanatory. You just pour it in, but don't do too much because you don't want to overflow it and make it like spill out. So what I do is I go bit by bit with the oil and the herbs to give it time to soak in and to fall down. And this is what it's looking like when that starts to happen. And also because sometimes like it can be really thick with all of the herbs in it, I will take the top of the cloth and kind of like move it around to make more oil come out. So like this right here, I just take it and go side to side, and then as you can see, when I do that, it makes more oil kind of spit out the funnel into the bottle. So this is the first hair oil that I did. Well, not the first hair oil. This is the first bottle I did. I had kind of over filled it, so I did pour some out. But this is how much oil I got, hair oils I got after finishing straining all of the hair oil mix. And then I had some left over that I put in my applicator so I can use it when I was done. These are 4-ounce glass bottles. And as you can see, a little bit of the herbs got into some of the bottles. And then I had purposely put some herbs into one just to show you guys how that would look. You want to do your own DIY hair oil with herbs in it, but my sister wanted one that didn't have any in it, so I'm gonna give her the first one I did because there were no herbs in it at all. So this one would be hers, and then the other one will be for my friend, my cousin, and then one for me. And I feel like this is like a great alternative for anyone who wants to put their own mixes inside of their hair oils instead of buying what it's already in stores. So I wanted to show you what the herbs look like when they're dry, not inside the oil. This is some of my herbs that I have left over from what I use in my hair oil mix. So I have some chamomile, some lavender, I have some rosemary seeds and a few other things inside of here. But this is what it looks like, not inside of the oil. And I do personally buy these and then just mix it all together in a jar and, you know, save the rest for when I need it. Now, I haven't greased my hair since I did my braids just because I was waiting for my hair oil mix to be ready, and now that it's been 2 weeks or so, I'm going to get ready to grease my hair. As you can see, my scalp is not like super dry, but it does need some type of moisture in it since I haven't greased it yet. So I'm just going to take my hair oil and put that throughout my hair. And as you can see, I'm not heavy-handed when it comes down to this oil, just because it's already thick from it being castor oil alone, and I don't want it to like run down into my actual braids. So I'm actually just putting the hair oil where I need it to be, which is my scalp and my edges, and then I'm just rubbing it in as well. As you can see, like, I really take my time with putting this hair oil into my hair. I want to make sure that it gets everywhere I need it to be, especially my edges. I will say that I do believe, since I've been making this hair oil, it has helped me with my hair growth. It does help my hair hold a lot of moisture and shimmer. Well, not shimmer, but shine. And also, it smells really good. I did put some essential oils as well inside of this hair oil, and one of the two main ones that I use was peppermint and lemongrass. And I just love how the peppermint gives you that minty like feel on your scalp, with that cool type of feel. So it's relaxing and it feels good, just like rubbing it into my hair. So depending on what you might need for your hair, you can do any kind of essential oil for smell. And usually what I do after I put the hair oil into my hair, I like to just take a few minutes and just rub my scalp and make sure that I'm like getting that hair oil in my hair really good, and just rubbing it in. Scalp massages in general are really good for blood circulation for your hair and for hair growth stimulation. So FYI, if you didn't know that, it's really good just to take some time out of your day, like 5 minutes or maybe like 2, and just rub your scalp. And, you know, yeah, a little TLC for your hair. No one wants dry hair. Dry hair makes your hair vulnerable for more damage and just for it to fall out. So moisture is key when it comes down to having healthy hair. That's why I do these DIY hair oils for me and my family and my friends. And it's also good for children's hair too, because there's no harsh chemicals in it. There's no alcohol. Everything that I use and my hair oil ingredients is natural and organic. So this is really great for all types of hair, for children and for adults. Sometimes you buy hair oils from the store and they have ingredients that are not good for your hair, or that have alcohol, or just things that you don't even know how to pronounce. So that's why I prefer to make my own hair oil, and I make some for those who may need it as well, family and friends. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys. And now my hair is feeling moisturized and it's looking a little more replenished after me putting the hair oil in. And yeah, so that's my little DIY hair oil that I make. I could probably do a separate video on exactly how I make it, but it's pretty much of what I said. It's not too much to show. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Later.